50 claimed that the late rap legend's killing was ordered by Diddy, who he advised to lawyer up.
But Kels, the day you put out a hit is the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac killed, he spits, essentially implicating Diddy in Tupac's murder. One Twitter user wrote, "This is the Eminem I love the most."
So it looks like 50 Cent and Eminem have joined forces to expose Diddy's alleged involvement in the murder of Tupac Shakur. And it sounds like they want to see Diddy behind bars. As you probably know by now, Side Crips member and Diddy's former associate, Kefee D, has been arrested and formally charged for his involvement in Pac's murder. However, since Kefee and his other informants previously claimed that Diddy offered $1 million to the Crips to kill Tupac and Death Row founder Suge Knight, there's been a lot of speculation online that Diddy will also be prosecuted for Tupac's murder. And while the police are still staying tight-lipped about the possibility of building a case against Diddy, many figures in hip-hop are publicly voicing their belief that Diddy got Tupac killed. Among them are 50 Cent and Eminem, who both directly called out Diddy for allegedly ordering Pac's murder. But how likely is it that Diddy will be prosecuted? And why are 50 and Eminem so convinced that Diddy had Pac taken out? Let's get into it. Tupac was the first rapper to me that could make you cry. Like I felt him that much. The plot continues to thicken in the mystery of Tupac Shakur's murder, and new details are starting to emerge about the individuals who allegedly conspired to eliminate him. Of course, the biggest name among these individuals is Diddy, and his name has been repeatedly brought up in connection to Kefee D's recent arrest. Ever since Kefee was arrested in Las Vegas on September 29th, a number of industry figures have spoken out against Diddy, seemingly alluding to his alleged involvement in Tupac's murder. One of these figures is Eminem, who's always been very outspoken about his love for Tupac. I've gotten comparisons to Tupac, but I kind of counter it by just saying, there was only one or two. But back in 2007, Eminem even wrote a letter to Pac's mother, Kefee Shakur, expressing his gratitude to her. In this letter, Eminem addresses Kefee as a true queen and thanks her for always treating him with kindness. "You are a true queen, and I mean that in every sense of the word," Eminem wrote. "I will never forget the opportunities you have given me. You will always be in my heart, my thoughts, and my prayers." Eminem continued by emphasizing the influence Pac had on him and added, "You have no idea how much your son and his music have inspired not only the hip-hop world, but, speaking for myself, has inspired my whole career." He was and still is the true definition of a soldier. Eminem was profoundly affected by Tupac's murder, and he said it felt like losing a big brother. But as outspoken as M has been about his love for Pac, he's been equally outspoken about the people he thinks got Pac killed. In fact, years before Kefee D was arrested, Eminem publicly accused Diddy of ordering Tupac's murder. Back in 2018, Eminem released the diss track, Kill Shot, directed at Machine Gun Kelly, who signed to Diddy's label, Bad Boy Records. On Kill Shot, Eminem confirms his allegiance to his mentor, Dr. Dre, and compares Dre to MGK's boss, Diddy, rapping, "I will not fail, I'm with the doc still, but this idiot's boss pops pills and tells him he's got skills." But Kels, the day you put out a hit is the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac killed. Obviously, these lines allude to the long-standing rumors that Diddy may have been involved in orchestrating Tupac's murder, and M is also seemingly suggesting that Diddy is using drugs. Eminem also clowned MGK for letting Diddy push him to release his diss track, Rap Devil, which is reinforced by a line earlier in the song where Eminem says, "Got the Diddy okay? So you spent your whole day shooting a video just to dig your own grave." Another interesting detail is that Kill Shot was released on September 14th, one day after the 22nd anniversary of Tupac's death. So considering that Kefee previously name-dropped Diddy in several interviews about Tupac's murder, many fans took to social media after Kefee's arrest to say that Eminem wasn't joking when he accused Diddy of putting a hit out on Tupac. So is Diddy going to get arrested also? One fan tweeted, "I always knew he had something to do with Pac's death." Eminem was right. And another fan wrote, "So Eminem genuinely knew Diddy put out the hit that got Tupac killed. He had $1 million to kill Pac, but didn't have enough to shut Kefee D's mouth forever." That's interesting. They accused the LAPD of covering up the real truth about her son's murder. During his investigation, Detective Kading uncovered information from 1997, where an informant told investigators that Diddy offered $1 million to the Side Crips with the intention of eliminating both Tupac and Suge Knight, and this information was later corroborated by Kefee. Bolstering Kefee D's claim was an informant in 1997 who told investigators that Puffy had hired the Side Crips to kill both Suge and Tupac, and that the Crip who has jumped at that M-Jam was in the group that had done the hit, and that they originally were going to do it at Suge's Vegas nightclub, but then decided to do it right away instead of waiting. This was exactly the same story that Kefee D told us a decade later. All this has led to widespread speculation on social media about the authorities potentially building a case against Diddy and charging him with conspiring to murder Tupac. And while some fans have expressed skepticism about Diddy being charged considering the lack of evidence, one person who is convinced Diddy is in deep trouble is 50 Cent, who recently took to Instagram to accuse Diddy of getting Tupac killed and advised him to lawyer up. 50 shared a photo of Tupac and Suge Knight on the night of the deadly drive-by shooting, and he wrote in the caption, "Damn, so Pac got lined by Brother Love. Lol, time to lawyer up. Shit might get sticky." By the way, Diddy himself previously said his nickname is Love or Brother Love, so there's no doubt who 50 Cent is talking about. "My new name is Love, aka Brother Love." As for Diddy's response to the allegations about his alleged involvement in Tupac's murder, Diddy has repeatedly declined to address these speculations, dismissing them as nonsense. Shortly after Eminem accused him of putting out a hit on POC on Killshot, Joe Budden, who works for Revolt, a network owned by Diddy, claimed that Diddy told him he would respond to Eminem. However, Diddy never responded to these serious allegations. Also, after the documentary Murder Rap came out, which was based on Detective Greg Kading's book about the murders of Tupac and Biggie, Diddy appeared on The Breakfast Club, and when he was asked to comment on allegations from the documentary that he had Tupac killed, he got visibly uncomfortable, and he didn't even let Charlemagne finish his question. Now it was this documentary that claimed which we know wasn't true. Yeah, just that we don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. But how realistic is it to think that Diddy will actually get charged alongside Kefee D for his alleged involvement in Tupac's death? Well, despite popular opinion, Detective Kading recently said in an interview that he doesn't see this happening because the state would have to find strong, credible witnesses who would testify that Diddy really offered $1 million for Tupac and Suge Knight's death. And since all potential witnesses are now deceased, this will be next to impossible, according to Detective Kading. You're going to need some really strong, credible, corroborating witnesses. You're going to need people that said, "I was there when a financial transaction took place and it was very clear what that money was for. I was there when the agreement was made. I spoke with Puff about it and he told me that he'd hired these guys." As for fans, it looks like they're still hoping Diddy will have to answer for his alleged crimes. "Brother Love, what you do in the dark will come to light," one fan said. And another one added, "Throw Diddy and his dolphin teeth in jail." But what about you? Do you think Diddy will actually be investigated over the allegations about Tupac's murder? Let us know in the comments and don't miss out on this next video.